On July 25th, a celebration of life was hosted for Kevin Gerke, where those close to him could share their memories.
Kevin Lee Gerke, 47, of Belton, Missouri, passed away on April 9, 2020, at his home. Kevin was born October 24, 1972, in Sedalia, Missouri.
I wanted to touch on something that amazed me about Kevin. Academically, Kevin was way above everyone else that I knew in college, and he graduated with honors. Kevin was probably the smartest person I knew. No matter what a professor threw at him, he was always prepared. I don't think I ever saw an assignment that he didn't get an A on.
If you were fortunate to be part of Kevin's team, you knew he had your back. He expected nothing less than what he gave, which was everything. And respect and integrity ruled the day. Kevin's teammates learned how to be graceful under pressure, how to be a good sport, and a decent human being. They learned that family always came first.
Kevin was the person who kept everyone grounded. He made us all better because he was willing to listen. He made me a better teacher.
He was the definition of servant leadership. He led by example, and he really, really hated it when any attention was given to him for what he'd done or who he was. He had such a gift for listening and then stepping in only when he needed to. He also had this way of disciplining a kid, while at the same time letting that kid know that he loved him and he appreciated him. He wanted you to think that he was this tough, grouchy guy, but under the hard exterior was a man with a soft heart. All you had to do was watch him with students in our special needs program or with our staff members' small children. When he interacted with them, his face lit up. The other time that he would light up was when he talked about his family. It was so obvious how much he loved his family. Carmen was truly his best friend. Kevin, you made us better people, better educators, and we will miss you more than you'll ever know.
You were an enormous advocate for inclusion of students with special needs. You promoted and fostered the growth of unified sports. The students in 102 lit up when they saw you.
He was many times reserved, but when compelled, spoke with truth and conviction. He listened with not only his ears, but with his heart. He led by example. He led with courage, and he loved his family. If you asked about his family, his eyes lit up and would glow as he told you about all the great things they were doing. On the night of his son's first varsity start this past fall, he made certain that he was there to see it. That night, the Northwest players pulled off a miraculous finish to break a 13-game losing streak. He was where he should have been as a father and as a leader with his family.
He always wanted to help kids achieve all they could, and that especially stood out in how much he helped the special education students, and it was something he always took a special interest in, and he set the example for me when I had the same opportunities in high school. His family was his world, and he showed us that every single day. Nobody was more proud of him than we were, and we can't be more thankful for the lessons and traits that he instilled in us.
I find it ironic that Kev passed away due to an enlarged heart that we knew nothing about, and yet he had such a large heart on the outside that he gave to so many people, especially those that needed him most. I would give anything for just one more day, one more second, but I've learned to trust in unconditional love, because the one profound thing about death is that love never dies.
When I think about the life that Kevin lived, the legacy that he leaves, It's one of compassion, one of humility, one of others. Kevin thought about others before he thought about himself.
Dr. Gerke will be remembered for many years to come for the positive impact he had on students and those who knew him. This is Aaron Trivy and Kendall Naberga for Husky Headlines.